everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are
KK Crochet.
Welcome back, and today I'm just going to show a random mishmash of some things that I've been making. I might have shown some of them before, I can't really remember, so I picked out the ones I don't think I've shown. It is what it is. If you see it twice, you see it twice. If I know the pattern, I'll tell you or link it down below. A lot of these I was just going along making them and just thinking I was going to make them and wasn't thinking about actually showing them. And yeah, so if I know, I'll tell you. If I don't, I'll tell you how I probably found it, how I usually find it. So this is my bee. For some reason I think I probably showed him. I don't know. But I don't remember the pattern. But I do know that most bees are the same kind of general pattern. You know, so many single crochets in the first round and then double it. And then do the basic increase. And once you get so far, then you're big round enough and you switch, the colors. The wings, I looked up a wing pattern somewhere and actually ended up just not doing what they said because it wasn't looking right or big enough for this, so I just did them myself. They're all blown out, but yep, that's my bee. It works. There's my bee. Alright, this I was looking for an amigurumi to do, and I thought, well, I'll try something different. You can't see, but the white part is red heart white with sparkle, and I held double-stranded, and so yeah, I thought this was an Instagram pattern, a free one, but I can't find it. I know it was a free pattern. It might have been off of Facebook. What I generally do, I think I went in and put free no-sew amigurumi, and the only thing you sew in on him are his flippers, and I messed those up. One's bigger than the other one, but that's okay. It was because of the way I sewed it on, but it's alright. And then I just did a stitch over for the eyes because I didn't want to use safety eyes, and the beak is just a stitch over. Yeah. And I know, like right here, could be better, and I probably messed that up some, but it's okay. He's cute. He's that tall. So, I won't be making him again. I did not, the pattern is great. I just did not enjoy it because I was holding double-stranded instead of working with blanket yarn, and because I didn't have black, and I had white but not the black, and so I thought, well, I'm just not gonna fool with it. I'll try this. Alright, this is that yarn from whoa, yep, there, maybe, I don't know, it's not showing. It's like a hot pink. This is Joann's yarn. I have no idea what kind of yarn this was. It's I don't know, Big Twist maybe, and it was like a chenille yarn. And this is actually not a ghost pattern. This, there we go. This is actually Chronically Crocheting, Crystal at Chronically Crocheting. This is her monster pattern, and I got so far down and I thought, ooh, that's starting to flare out like the bottom of a ghost, like if it's floating, and stopped and did Ella, No Catchy Names border that she uses for her ghost, the ripple border, and so it's both their patterns together. I just thought it was super cute. I started making a monster, and when I got to that part, it looked super flowy, and I just thought that was cute, so that's what I did. Yep, there you go, that hot pink color. And this one, I don't know if I showed this one or not. This is Ella, No Catchy Names ghost pattern, but not as many rows down. I cut it off and made it shorter, and then used her ruffled portion on the bottom and just embroidered the eyes and made a bow, and the bow was just I chained so many and then single crocheted back and forth until I got it the size I wanted it, wrapped yarn around it and tied it off and made a little bow and made a little mini boo. Yep. And oh, this one I searched up. Well, I was searching up a no-sew. This is some more of that pink Joann's yarn. I was searching up a no-sew gummy bear, and then I thought Ella did one, I think, and I went back and looked, and it was on one of her videos. So I just used the link from Instagram that she had, and I'll try to remember to link it below. But they're really cute. These turn out to be about 3 inches with this, and I also did one in acrylic yarn, which turns out to be about like this tall, maybe a couple inches.
That's so cute.
But I don't have it because I actually did this and my husband's co-worker, a different one this time. He has a new co-worker that also likes purple, just like the last one I made a purple blanket for, and a purple scarf and a purple hat. Well, this one likes purple too, and when he found out I crocheted, he wanted to know could I make him a bear to put on his keychain. And when I was making this, I thought, oh, this is perfect if it was just a little smaller. So I did use the acrylic yarn, and I made him a purple bear. And yeah, I don't have it. I sent it immediately to him to get it out of my house and on, because I really didn't think I was going to be able to make him a bear to put on a keychain, because I don't do tiny things. But this is super easy and quick and works up really easy. I said that easy, really fast. I said that too. I like it. You can get it done quickly, and I didn't have to fold too much with stuff. Very little stuffing, very little yarn. You make it up, and it's so cute. And I made one of these also for my granddaughter. Well, I made one and gave it to my granddaughter. And also, while I was on a kick, I did what I always do this time of year, but usually I do Christmas ones, and I didn't have any Christmas ones, so I did fall towels with towel toppers. And no, I do not use cotton. I know, oh no, I know a lot of people use cotton. I don't like to work with cotton. I don't like the way it turns out on my stuff, and I don't like the way it feels in my hands. So I use acrylic and just say they're for decorative purposes only. So that one says Hello Pumpkin, and this one says Farm Fresh Pumpkin Patch. And I just put whatever buttons I had on them. I had some buttons set aside to use for these in pretty colors, and when I went to do it, I couldn't find them. And after I finished it, I found out.
Happens every time.
Yep. That one says Hello Pumpkin. The way that I attached the towel topper to the top is somebody blessed me with a skip blade for my rotary cutter, and that's how I put the holes in the top and then attach it. And this says Happy Fall, y'all, and has the green truck instead of the little red truck. And this one says oh, Pumpkin Spice Season, Sweater Weather, Hello Fall. And
another one just
same
like
thing, except this one has a B instead for the button. These worked up relatively quick when I really got to setting, and after I had crocheted the toppers, I sewed all the ends in and put the buttons on all in one evening. Happy fall, y'all. And pumpkin patch. And I just use whatever buttons I had, is what it is. And another happy fall, y'all. And I had one other one, and I'd already made the topper, and then when I went to put the button on, I realized somebody's little fingers, I think, had gotten a hold of it. So, it's okay. I threw it away. It is what it is. And I think that's it. You?
Yeah, I started a new craft that I'd never done before.
I forgot. I'm so amazed by her because she does what I used to do. I used to start new crafts all the time and try all kinds of different things, and I don't do that much anymore. I'm kind of stuck in my rut, and I like to crochet, and I don't do much else, even though I've said I want to start something new. But Kristen just jumps right in and goes off on it. She has a couple of things she's been doing, so I'll let her tell you what they are.
Sewing is the only thing I restarted other than the beads, but I don't have anything.
That's okay. You can talk about them.
Okay.
And
So
the stickers.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we talked a little bit ago how I had started using Mom's Cricut to like do some stuff, and
it's her Cricut because
It is
I'm not using it.
I get so mad at it when I'm doing stuff. I was using some transfer tape the other day to make a sign, and it just was not working. The sign was like smooth with grooves in it. I know that sounds weird, but it's like very smooth.
Corrugated. It was plastic corrugated sign you use for
like
outdoor. For the craft fair that we're having.
So I was making a sign to put up by the venue. So the tape was standard grip, and I'd never used it. And I'm like, okay, it wouldn't work. Mom was sitting here, and she's like, breathe.
Calm down.
It's okay. I was very angry. I ended up having, because I made it double-sided. The first one, I just powered through it with the tape. Second one, Mom's like, just peel it off like a sticker and stick it on there. I still was not happy with it because it was crooked, but it was
It's
what
for
it is.
outdoor use. It's going to get rained on. It only needs to last for 2 weeks. It's not that big a deal. It's not like anybody paid to make it. It was made for us. She made it for us, but she had spent a lot of time working on it, so she was getting frustrated.
Well, the night before, I had went through, because you use Cricut Design Space to put your design into it, it speaks to the Cricut to say, hey, print this way. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead tonight, design it, so that way tomorrow I can just hit print and it'll be good. I can put the stuff on the mat, be good, and I can get this out because it needed to be out. Well, Cricut Design Space did not save it. It was not in anything. I checked all my folders. It was not there. So I had to redo it. But I'm still learning the ropes of Cricut. My brother and my dad want me to make them some stickers for their vehicles. I've made my dad a couple for his truck, but my brother, he's just now dipping his toes into like driving and stuff because he's young. So he wants me to make him some stickers for his truck. So
And that will pay for itself right there, because you don't know how much time and money we have spent looking for stickers for their vehicles.
Yeah.
So she can make them much cheaper. So yay.
And then I don't know. I don't have any pictures. I know that, but it was I forgot how to explain it, but in like elementary school, we would make alligators or lizards out of beads. And I'm going to try and find a picture because this makes no sense how I'm saying it. But
It's like where you use the paracord or the elastic cord and you use the beads to make a graph of the animal.
Yeah.
And that's what she's been working on.
Here we go. I found a picture.
We'll have to show the ones you did on another
Yes.
video because they're packed away. But
They are.
she did some really, really cute ones.
Like these. There you go. So I've done the lizards. I've done a pumpkin, a candy corn, a ghost. And I think that's all I've done so far. But they're really easy to do. Just very finicky. So then I get a random hair about once or twice a year. I want to start sewing. It has been this way since middle school. I have gone through several sewing machines.
Not her fault, by the way. The dog chewed the cord on one of them as a puppy, and yep.
And then, about a year and a half ago, I decided I wanted to try it again. And I had it on my desk in my room, towards the edge, and my big black lab that's like 100 pounds
Roxy.
loves to sit on my desk chair when I'm not in it, got on it, and bumped my desk, and it went in the floor and busted.
Because like me, Roxy has no idea of her boundaries, and so she
Mhm.
just bounces through life, and the next thing you know, kabam. That's just the way she is, and we love her, and it is how she is.
So I decided that I wanted to pick up sewing again. So
So she ordered a sewing machine from Temu.
yeah, let's go through that. $20, mind you.
A
Because,
small, a mini,
yeah, it's just like, I'd say beginner or a kid to play with.
maybe a little more advanced than a kid, but yeah.
But like, I'd say a teenager who was wanting to get into it. It was $20 because I'm like, I've spent $150, $200 on sewing machines before just for them to get broken or thrown away. Not thrown away, but given away to somebody else. So I'm not going to buy an expensive machine just for me not to want to sew in like a month. Gets here, waited like a week and a half for it to get here. I went to Walmart the day that it was coming, got all kinds of fabric, thread. Mom had these little barrettes because I'm making those. We'll get to that in a second. She had them in her stash. I didn't have to buy those, but bought all this stuff for it. Get home, open my sewing machine the next day because when we got home I was too tired to deal with it. It was very obviously used.
It had
and
fabric with thread already sewn, like,
and like lots of stuff on it that was like dirty, and I'm like, oh goodness. So I contacted Temu. It's like, hey, this was very obviously used.
and it was broken.
It was broken. So the reason it had been returned was because it had a foot pedal, and when you hit to turn it on, the foot pedal, you wouldn't even touch it, it'd just go. You could not do a back stitch. You could not change the settings to the stitches that it said it could do because it would just run. It wouldn't work. So I got a refund for that. And then Mom had given a sewing machine I completely forgot about. So I ended up using it. Thank God we had it, or I would have been going to my grandma's house to make stuff because she has a sewing machine. Because I was not about to go buy it. Because I'd already bought everything for it.
She had sewing machines, just apparently. I don't know what it is. I think she's never got completely in love with it enough to really want to use it enough. But when she does great. And I've tried to tell her she can make bags, she can do all these things.
Yeah. I'm easing into it. So I started with bows because my little niece is a year old and her mommy loves to put her in bows. And I really like to be able to make her custom bows for presents and stuff. So that's what I've been doing. These aren't done. I have to secure them with hot glue because the barrette moves around. But a little plaid bow.
Cute.
And that's the barrette.
It'd be so cute with a Christmas dress.
I think she actually has a bow like this.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went, and obviously my favorite season is coming up. This bow has gotten smushed. I had them in a bag, so they got smushed around. I need to iron them again. But my favorite season's coming up, so I got some Hocus Pocus fabric.
It's not Christmas.
Halloween's my favorite. But it also is not finished. I have to secure it with hot glue. But
cute.
The patterns that I followed for this, well, there really wasn't a pattern, but how I learned how to make it, I learned from TikTok. That's where I learned pretty much all my stuff. I go through TikTok or Instagram, and I'm like, tell me how to make this, because this sewing machine was older, so I had to learn how to thread it, because it had all kinds of different spots to go through. But I will give Mom the usernames, because I took pieces from both videos. I took the measurements from this, and the tips and tricks on how to get it to work right from this video, because one video shows you how to make one like this, and the other one shows you how to make one like this. Both of them, I took tips from both and made both of them. So
she's a TikTok user. I am an Instagram. I solely use Instagram. If you guys are over there and you're like, she never posts, I usually don't post on Instagram. I post on the Facebook group and YouTube, and even my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and the which is not generally open to the public, and our Facebook group for this channel. I haven't been posting a lot of stuff I've made on my personal page. I always have an album of things I've made for the year, and I post pictures. I stopped doing that. I got so far behind. I honestly want to go 1 year and just count how many items, and I've done that before, but I was trying to see if I could make more throughout the year, and I just gave up this year taking pictures all the time. It's so stressful to try and remember all that mess, and it's not worth it. But now I don't have pictures of anything I made. I have it on YouTube though. I guess that counts, right? But she does TikTok. I do Instagram for patterns. I also look on YouTube. 3 things. If I give you a pattern and I tell you I can't find it, I either found it on YouTube, Instagram, or through just the basic internet search. And anymore, my first go-to is the basic internet search, because I want a written pattern that I can look at while I'm watching TV or watching YouTube, and I don't want to have to watch a video to do it. But if I can't, then I will go to YouTube. But I also like the Instagram, where I can just scroll through and they just have boom, 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 here's your directions.
I use Instagram and Facebook patterns too. It really just depends on my mood.
I love Instagram because they're the short ones, like the no-sew, and you have 3 panels you can look at, and boom, 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 do your pattern. It's super simple, easy, and I like super simple, easy, very quick to do, very easy. This one, not too bad. I mean, to me, I just don't like to double strand, but I wanted a bigger size, and the reason I don't want to do it again is because it still didn't turn out to be a great size, even double stranded. Could you imagine single strand, would be small. And these, this is cool. I think I could do double strand of acrylic with this, and it would probably be about this size, maybe a little bit bigger. But yeah, I love these. These are so cute. These are just baubles. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's just where you put them. And I did sometimes have to fudge it and not do the number of stitches they said, so that the arms would line up and stuff, but still. But yeah, I'm so proud of Kristen. She started some new stuff and been getting back into crafting, and even though she's still doing schooling and still working and all that kind of stuff, she's working really hard. So, got anything else? That's all we have today. If you have questions, let us know down below. I don't know anything about that stuff she's doing, but she'll answer. I will ask her, and I'll give you her answer, because I don't know. And I'll look for patterns, or if not, just search it up. I mean, they're all very simple. There are tons of patterns for penguins like this on the web. There are 1,000,001 patterns for bees, and like I said, Ella, no catchy name. I just left out. I just, kept going until it was as big as I thought I wanted it to be. And I really thought this would make a really cute ice cream scoop too. If you want to add a cone to the bottom, that kind of looks like an ice cream scoop, right? And you could do it that way. And and chronically crocheting. Yep, her monster pattern. And I just stopped at a certain point, like a couple of rows below the arms, when it started. After she did the first increase down here, and it started to look flowy, I was like, ooh, ghost. So yeah, that's all we have for today. Don't forget to be kind, because
United Message Journey.